The weather is right and the family is ready to use the pool, but what about that strong chlorine odor? Yuck! We'll show you what to do about it. When you're looking for a new home, you may have a list of needs and wants, but that home may seem out of reach, or so you thought. We'll see how owning your dream home could be very possible. Chair rails and crown molding always add an elegant touch to a room, and today you'll see how you can do it yourself for a home interior upgrade. This is the show all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. We are Designing Spaces. There are few things in life more exciting than buying a new home, and Designing Spaces knows that you have a lot of choices when it comes to applying for a mortgage. So we asked the experts at Citibank to help us sort it all out and to help you purchase the home of your dreams.
We rented this house for about 4 years, and we loved it so much that we decided we had to buy it.
Well, home ownership is a dream come true for most people. When you're looking for a new home, you may have a list of needs and wants. The home that meets both of these may seem out of reach, but the right mortgage may make owning your dream home possible.
Prior to living here, we lived in a much smaller home. It was 3 bedrooms and a garage, and we used every inch of that space. As time went on, we realized we needed bigger space, and we were able to find this location in a private gated community, and it was a perfect step for our family.
For higher priced homes, you may require a jumbo mortgage, which is a mortgage that's more than $417,000. In certain high-cost markets, that number goes to $625,000. While some first-time homebuyers may need a jumbo mortgage, many buyers are purchasing a move-up home.
Pre-approval for us meant that our banking officer basically knew a lot about our history, knew about our businesses, knew about our personal financial situation, and he just made it very easy. At the time we needed to actually qualify for the loan, it made it very easy to just almost breeze through the paperwork because it was pretty much laid out in advance.
Before buying a home, you can request a free Sure Start pre-approval from Citibank. It'll let you know how much you're conditionally approved to borrow. This will make your home search easier because you'll know your price range. Citibank offers home loans to accommodate a wide range of loan amounts, including jumbo loans up to $8 million. Consumers who meet eligibility requirements have options to choose from. Here's an example. Fixed rate loans offer stability because interest and principal payments stay the same over the life of the loan. Terms are available up to 30 years. An adjustable rate mortgage can keep payments low during the first several years of the mortgage. This can meet your financial needs while you enjoy the amenities of your new home. Some limited interest-only loan products are also available for well-qualified borrowers.
Citibank customers who have qualifying deposit accounts may be eligible for reduced interest rate, saving on closing costs or other benefits when they are obtaining a Citibank mortgage. A Citibank home lending officer can tell you all about it.
We actually, in our family, we have a family business, and we do some commercial business with Citibank as well. So it was just a logical step that when we were ready to, to get our mortgage, that we would also stay with Citibank. By the time that we made our decision to take our loan with Citibank, we had been given several options by our home loan officer, and we could either put more cash down or less, and we could get a higher rate or a lower rate with more or less points, and it ended up perfect for us.
As a global bank with a local presence, Citibank offers a variety of mortgage programs to fit the needs of most home buyers, whether you're buying your first home, moving to your dream home, or downsizing. Buying a home is a big step, and our home lending officers will help you from pre-approval to closing. A mortgage enables you to enjoy the house of your dreams, and a jumbo mortgage helps you to dream big.
I love living in this home, first of all, because I'm on the water. Very close to the ocean. We can take the boat out on the Intracoastal. We're a few minutes away from the ocean. We love our pool and our jacuzzi. Our family just sits around the jacuzzi almost every night and watching the stars, and it's just a beautiful location.
For more information, visit the Citibank website. To see this portion of Designing Spaces again, visit designingspaces.tv. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Do-it-yourself pool care is now simpler than ever. Once you understand a few basics and have the right tools, it can be shockingly easy. Designing Spaces goes poolside to see for ourselves. Take a look. Designing Spaces got together with Rebecca, new products manager for the Clorox Pool and Spa brand, to show Malia some simple pool care tips that will help her with her problem.
Was I glad to see Rebecca? I could really use some help understanding why my pool acts up sometimes.
It seems like Malia's a little bit shy when it comes to using chlorine. I need to get her comfortable with how to maintain the proper levels. So what's going on?
I've been adding chlorine to my pool and now I've noticed this really strong chlorine odor. Am I overdoing it?
To be honest, that smell could mean that you're not adding enough chlorine.
Not enough chlorine? Was I surprised? I figured because the pool was clear, everything was fine.
The clearness of the water does tell you a lot about the chemistry, but it's not going to tell you everything. Have your kids been using the pool a lot?
With the weather getting warmer, yes.
Yeah, I figured it was being used regularly, and that will actually use up the chlorine and could lead to that chlorine odor. When's the last time you tested?
Like I said, I figured the pool was clear, so everything was fine.
Yeah, well, we should definitely test before we go to the store. Can you download the Clorox Pool app?
Sure.
What Malia doesn't understand is that after chlorine is used, it can linger in the pool. Weekly use of a shock will help break it down so you don't run into that strong chlorine odor she's having. Okay, so just search Clorox Pool in the App Store.
Okay.
Perfect, there it is. And now we're gonna set up your profile. So put in how many gallons of water you have.
Okay.
Great, and then it's a regular chlorine pool, of course. And vinyl liner. Perfect, that's it. So now we're ready to test the water.
Awesome.
So all you're gonna do is take one test strip and dip it into the water at elbows depth, and that'll give you the best reading. So you dip it all the way in. You're gonna shake once, and then lay it down on the gray card.
So how do the multi-use smart strips help me know when to shock?
Well, I'll show you. So if you open up the app and go to the Test Your Water section,
Okay.
you're just gonna line up those lines with the test strip.
Okay.
Just like that, perfect. You see it went green, so now it's analyzing. Okay? So now we can see that your total chlorine is higher than your free chlorine. And what that means is that there is used chlorine in the pool. And that's when you know how to shock. So this is the Clorox Pool and Spa chemical set.
Okay.
And the first thing we need is Shock Extra Blue. And it conveniently comes in our new Easy Open, Easy Pour shock bottles.
Okay.
I think you're gonna need a few, so we'll go ahead and grab a 6-pack.
Okay, great.
Just put that in the cart.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So the other product you need are the multi-use smart strips, which should be used weekly to help test your chlorine levels. And these will teach you when you should shock the pool. So we'll go ahead and add those and then we'll head out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We needed to pick up a Clorox Pool and Spa Step 3 shock like Shock Extra Blue. I also picked up the My Pool Care Assistant multi-use smart strips so she can watch her levels and maintain her pool in the Clorox Pool and Spa comfort zone. So we have Shock Extra Blue, which is what the app recommended to cure your used chlorine. It's a 6-in-1 formula that has algae-killing crystals, which kill any type of algae. It also kills bacteria, removes contaminants, and clears cloudy water. And just what the doctor ordered, it reduces chlorine odor.
When do I use it? How often?
Well, shocking is step 3 in the Easy 123 Pool Care brand system and should be used weekly to maintain chlorine levels. We also recommend you shock more frequently after high heat, heavy rains, and if you use the pool a lot.
How long do I have to wait before I let anyone go into the pool?
That's a great question. And one of the great things about Shock Extra Blue is you can treat and swim in just 15 minutes. But we do recommend you test before you swim to make sure your chlorine doesn't exceed 4 parts per million.
15 minutes, wow, that's great. My kids are gonna love that. How do I shock the pool?
So the app recommended you add 3 pounds using the new Easy Open, Easy Pour shock bottle.
Okay. Wow, I really like this bottle. It's really simple to get the shock to go where I want it to go. I was so happy to discover how simple it was to test and treat my pool with the Clorox Pool app. I heard about shocking, but I hadn't given it much attention. But now, my attitude's changed. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for showing me what to do. I now know I do not have to be shy with chlorine.
You're so welcome. Just remember to test your water regularly and monitor your chlorine levels. And don't forget to shock weekly. All of us on the Clorox Pool and Spa products team want pool owners to know that with our simpler and smarter pool care brand system, you can save time and money on pool care. Malia was like so many DIY pool owners who think if the pool is clear, there isn't a problem. But in reality, they need to test the water to really know what's going on. Once they get down the pool care basics and they start seeing results, they find it's really rewarding to maintain the pool themselves.
To learn more about Clorox Pool and Spa Step 3 shock products and the easy 1-2-3 pool care brand system, visit their website, CloroxPool.com, where you will also find all kinds of helpful information on do-it-yourself pool care. To see this portion of the show again, visit designingspaces.tv. If you're looking for a way to upgrade the look of any room in your house, then we've got a perfect DIY project for you. Check out these helpful tips and suggestions to enhance your rooms with molding and have your install come off without a hitch.
The way I met Amy was in my art appreciation class that I took in my senior year of college.
He started making me laugh, and that caught my attention, and he's always been able to make me laugh a lot.
After Todd earns a job as a mechanical engineer, he and Amy took advantage of a great offer and bought this home in South Florida.
When we first saw the house, I knew right away it was my dream house, exactly what I envisioned when we got married.
The house could use some upgrades, and one of the areas Todd and Amy are looking for is the dining room.
Put some crown molding and some chair rails in and really bring out the elegance of the room for us.
I'm really into the DIY thing, so I'm like, why not? Let's do it.
We got together with the team at Wood Grain Millwork and brought in Renee Krill and Joe Wettstein to give helpful tips and suggestions to enhance the space with molding.
We will be installing Finished Elegance by Wood Grain, which is a new finished molding. It is more durable than your traditional molding.
Since Finished Elegance is already finished white, Amy and Todd will first need to have their white walls painted with an off-white paint to achieve a contrast between the molding and the wall.
Finished Elegance is great for DIYers, new DIYers, because it installs in 3 easy steps. So they just need to cut it, install it, nail it up, and then they just need to touch it up with the wax fill stick and the caulk, and it's done. So it doesn't require the sanding, priming, and painting, multiple steps of your traditional molding.
Joe Wettstein is Finished Elegance Category Manager and is here to lend a helping hand to the inexperienced couple.
First thing we need to do is we need to measure everything out and understand what the measurements are and how much molding we need to do the room.
First, Joe, Todd, and Amy will work on cutting the molding for the judges panel. Once all pieces are cut, it's time to assemble the panels.
First things, we need to find a nice flat surface to assemble this on. So we can use the floor right here, and we'll just need 2 long ones and 2 short ones.
Next up is the chair rail.
390 chair rail here, we're gonna cut our 45-degree angle here, and then the next piece will go around to the window wall. And then we'll also cut a return on the molding that'll go carry the profile right around to the wall so that it'll have a finished end on it.
Now it's time to start cutting the crown molding for the dining room tray ceiling.
One thing you want to keep in mind is the spring angle is very important when you cut crown molding. So you can check with your retailer and determine the spring angle for the product you buy, and then make sure that you've got the saw set accordingly.
Now that all the pieces have been cut, it's time to install them on the wall.
We have pre-drawn our guideline here, and we're going to go ahead and lift it up in place and bring it so the bottom of the chair rail comes right to this line, okay?
The chair rail is attached to the wall with a nail gun, leaving the nails visible. Wood Grain's got a solution for that.
What we've got inside this touch-up kit is a wax crayon fill stick, and it's again color matched to the finished elegance white. We've got a plastic scraper and a buffing pad. So all you've got to do is color inside the nail hole and fill it in with the wax, scrape the excess off with the razor blade, and then buff it clean with the buffing pad.
The chair rail is up. Next step is to install the previously assembled judges panels.
The first step, we've already drawn our lines to help guide us in making sure everything lines up all the way down the wall. So we can go ahead and nail this one in place.
The project is really shaping up. The chair rail and the judges panels are installed. Now all that's left to do is put up the crown molding.
We've got up there in the tray ceilings, we've pre-drawn the lines so that we've got a line to hold the bottom of the crown right to that. Todd, if you want to grab that piece right there on the floor, and yep, we'll just go ahead and take it right up.
The last step before completion is to apply caulking to the chair rail.
We want to use this, the finished elegance color matched caulk, and fill in all of the gaps from where the walls may not be completely straight, and any gaps also in the miters.
Once the molding is installed, the room will have a really nice look and feel to it. The white molding of finished elegance will pop against the off-white walls, and it will really look nice and add a nice feel to their dining room.
All right, so we're done. What did you guys think of the finished product?
Absolutely loved it.
The room looks fantastic. It completely changed the character. I mean, I can't wait to bring my friends and family here to host dinner parties. I think they're gonna love it.
Thank you so much for having us in here.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
enjoy
you,
your
Joe.
new dining room.
Thanks.
You can find out more about finished elegance, what the product is made of, the features and benefits of the product, how to install it at finishedelegance.com.
From moving up to making upgrades, even those that you do yourself. We're here with the suggestions and information to help you achieve your ultimate home. We are Designing Spaces.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/dspacestv. Or friend us on Facebook. Type in the words Designing Spaces. Connect with us on Pinterest to follow all of our design ideas and share yours with us. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.